धारे जय गिरिवर धारे जय गोपीजन वल्लभा जय गिरिवर धारे जय गिरिवर धारे जय गोपीजन वल्लभा जय गिरिवर धारे जय गिरिवर धारे जय गोपीजन वल्लभा जय गिरिवर धारे जय गिरिवर धारे जय यशोधनंदन जय व्रजजन रंजन जय यशोधनंदन जय व्रजजन रंजन जय यमुना तीरवनचारे जय कुंज बिहारी जय यमुना तीरवनचारे जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव 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 जय कुंज बिहारी श्री राधा माधव की जय, श्री राधा दामोदर की जय, श्री राधा वल्लभ की जय, श्री गौरनिताय की जय, श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा देवी की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय 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 ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकथा माह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। जय श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासति गौरभक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घायते गिरिं यत्कृपादमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दिनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरं। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। शृण्वतं स्वाकथा कृष्णा पुण्यश्रवणकीर्तनं हृदयन्तस्थो हि अभद्राणि विधुनोति सुहृत्सतां। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। glass of water. Reading from Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, 6th canto, chapter 17. The title of the chapter is Mother Parvati curses Chitraketu. Text number 29. Dehinam Deha Samyoga Dvandha Ishvara Leelaya Sukham Dukkam Mriti Janma Shapo Anugraha Eva Cha Dehinam Deha Samyoga Dehinam Deha Samyoga Dvandhanishvara Leelaya Dvandhanishvara Leelaya Sukham Dukkam Mritir Janma Sukham Dukkam Mritir Janma Shapo Anugraha Eva Cha Shapo Anugraha Eva Cha Dehinam Deha Samyoga Dvandhanishvara Leelaya Sukham Dukkam Mritir Janma Shapo Anugraha Eva Cha Dehinam Deha Samyoga Dvandhanishvara Leelaya Sukham Dukkam Mritir Janma Shapo Anugraha Eva Cha Dehinam Deha Samyoga Dvandhanishvara Leelaya Sukham Dukkam Mritir Janma Shapo Anugraha Eva Cha Dehinam Deha Samyoga Dan Ishvara Leelaya Sukham Dukkam Mritir Janma Eva Cha. Mataji's. Dehinam Deha Samyoga Dvandhanishvara Leelaya Sukham Dukkam Mritir Janma Shapo Anugraha Eva Cha. Dehinam Deha Samyoga Dvandhanishvara Leelaya Sukham Dukkam Mritir Janma Shapo Anugraha Eva Cha. Dehinam Deha Samyoga Dvandhanishvara Leelaya Sukham Dukkam Mritir Janma Shapo Anugraha Eva Cha. Hare Krishna. Just half an hour. If you can keep quiet, it will be good. Huh? Because after that we can go and talk outside. Dehinam, of all those who have accepted material bodies, Deha samyogat. Because of contact with the material body. Dvandvani. Dualities. Ishvara Leelaya. By the supreme will of the Lord. Sugam. Happiness. Dukkam. Distress. Mritihi. Death. Janma. Birth. Shapaha. Curse. Anugraha. Favor. Eva. Certainly. Cha. And. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Because of the actions of the Supreme Lord's external energy, the living entities are conditioned in contact with material bodies. The dualities of happiness and distress, birth and death, curses and favors are naturally byproducts of this contact in the material world. Translation responsively, please. Because of the actions of the Supreme Lord's external energy, the living entities are conditioned in contact with the material bodies. The dualities of happiness and distress, birth and death, curses and favors are natural byproducts of this contact in the material world. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. In Bhagavad Gita, we find Maya Dakshina Prakriti Suyate Sacharacharam. The material world works under the direction of the goddess Durga, the material energy of the Lord. But she acts under the direction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is also confirmed in Brahma Samhita 5.44. Srishti Sthiti Pralaya Sadhana Sakti Rekha Chaye Vayasya Bhuvanani Bibharti Durga. Durga, the goddess Parvati, the wife of Lord Shiva, is extremely powerful. She can create, maintain and annihilate any number of universes by her sweet will. But she acts under the direction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, not independently. Krishna is impartial, but because this is the material world of duality, such relative terms as happiness and distress, curses and favors are created by the will of the Supreme. Those who are not Narayana Para, pure devotees, must be disturbed by this duality of the material world. Whereas the devotees who are simply attached to the service of the Lord are not at all disturbed by it. For example, Haridas Thakur was beaten with cane in 22 bazaars, but he was never disturbed. Instead, he smilingly tolerated the beating. Despite the disturbing dualities of the material world, devotees are not disturbed at all because they fix their minds on the lotus feet of the Lord and concentrate on the holy name of the Lord. They do not feel the so-called pains and pleasures caused by the dualities of this material world. Does anyone remember who is speaking this? Who is speaking this sloka? See, Mother Parvati cursed Chitraketu, and then who is the remaining person to speak there in the whole thing? The three people only there. Lord Shiva, Mother Parvati, Chitraketu. Who is speaking this? You have to guess, huh? See here, what he is saying? Because of the actions of the Supreme Lord's external energy, the living entities are conditioned in contact with material bodies. The dualities of happiness and distress, birth and death, curses and favors are natural byproducts of this contact in the material world. The previous sloka, Lord Shiva spoke about devotees of the Lord, the qualities of the devotees of the Lord. Where he explained the devotees of the Lord not afraid of anything. So in continuation to that, Lord Shiva is speaking. Okay? So this is just a continuation. We have to always, when we go any class or something, We have to go, what are they talking and where is the continuation? We have to see that. Otherwise, we may be sitting there and then we don't know what is happening actually. So, it's interesting. Lord Shiva is one of the Mahajans, not an ordinary person. Lord Shiva is one of the 12 Mahajans are there, and Lord Shiva is one of the Mahajans. And Maharaj Chitraketu is also a very great personality, not an ordinary person. We studied about Maharaj Chitraketu's glories. He had a darshan of one personality. Who is that? Yes, Sankarshan. He is a very great person, nice personality. He had a darshan of the Lord, personally he had a darshan of the Lord. And then when he was flying in his airplane, and he saw Mother Parvati sitting in the lap of the Lord, and then all the sages were assembled. He thought a little bit joking, funny, and then he made a comment. But did Lord Shiva took it very seriously? He didn't take it very seriously. But Mother Parvati took it very seriously. And then she cursed. So, in connection with that only, Lord Shiva is speaking of the glories of the devotees. My dear Parvati, you have cursed Chitraketu, but it's not right. He has not done anything big wrong or anything, but it's just like among devotees, there may be some kind of dealings, some joking dealings will be there, but we should not take it very seriously. So that's why here Lord Shiva is speaking the previous sloka, very wonderful sloka. Srila Prabhupada quotes so many times in this sloka, Narayana parasarve na kutaschana bhibyati swarga apavarga narakeshu api tulyartha dharshina. This sloka is very, very important for us actually. Because the devotee of the Lord can be asked to go anywhere. Sometimes the devotee has to go to hell, sometimes he has to go to the heavenly planet. So wherever he goes, he is not afraid. Why he is not afraid? Because he is Narayana Para. He is fixed in the service of the Lord. He is fixed in the devotion to Narayana, Lord Krishna. So he is not afraid of anything. Wherever he has to go, whatever he has to do, like Srila Prabhupada. Great example. Where Srila Prabhupada had to go? Leaving Srila Vrindavan, he went to America. America, he was, it's not a very comfortable place, not much of a very cultured, at that time, not cultured, devotional culture, that culture was not there. But still, Srila Prabhupada went, and then he had a complete faith in the instructions of his Guru and the instructions of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he went there, just 40-50 rupees in hand, and then one trunk of Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. See, he had that faith. Yes, I can go there on the strength of this holy name of the Lord, on the strength of the instructions given by the Supreme Lord. So that is the way. So here, today's verse is talking about, Lord Shiva is saying, because of the actions of the Supreme Lord's external energy. Who is Supreme Lord's external energy? Yeah? Durga. Yes, we have seen. Prabhu is, when we are reading the purport, he is listening. So, Supreme Lord's external energy is Durga Devi. Durga Devi. So, because of the Supreme Lord's external energy, the living entities are conditioned in contact with material bodies. So, this is, why did that happen? It's $1 million question. Why did we come here actually? Why did we come here? What is the reason? Any idea? Huh? Sound. You assume when you are speaking, you are in the playground. Playground, how much sound you can make? You can make the same sound here. Okay, otherwise, if you murmur, nobody will understand actually. That's it. You have got all the philosophy right. Yes, because this is the original problem. Why did we come here? Why? Because sometimes we may be wondering, why did all happen? Because, yes, you are right. Because Lord Krishna has given us a free will. Swatantra. There is a minute free will. It's not that absolute free will. A very minute free will has been given. So that free will, you can use it properly or you can misuse it. Use it, misuse it. You can use it properly in the service of the Lord, or you can misuse it also. Okay. So, some of the living entities, at least some of us, We thought, like, why Lord should be the enjoyer? I should be the enjoyer. I should be the proprietor. I should be the master. Developed a little bit of a desire like that. Srila Prabhupada calls us unceremonious desire, actually. Unceremonious. This is not a proper desire. But we developed this. This is a problem. So, Lord Krishna is our kind father. Correct? Like your father, no? Very kind. You keep on asking something. Please, please, please. I have to go to Costco. I have to. So you keep on listening. You keep on listening only. How tolerant he is, Keep on listening, yes, because he is very attached to you. Same way, Krishna is very, very attached to us. He's saying, oh no, I don't want to be here. I want to go away from you. Okay, Krishna is listening. Finally saying, okay, you want to go? Okay, I have created a place. You go there, you try to enjoy. He's a kind father. See, he can't say, oh, you don't want to cooperate with me? Go to hell. No, not like that. He's saying, okay, you don't want to be with me, you don't want to enjoy with me, and you want to enjoy separately. Okay, I have created a situation. I have created a world where you go and you exercise your free will and try to enjoy. That's what we are here, actually. But, always happiness here? Always happiness here? Yeah. Where? You tell me, I will also go and get something. Where? Where is the happiness? Very difficult. Little bit of happiness is there. Yeah, you are right. Little bit of happiness is there. And as soon as the happiness comes, little bit distress also comes. Happiness comes little bit. Little bit of gulab jamun, then after that you have to go somewhere. Something eat little bit and then you have to. Because it's not like we are looking for gallons and gallons of happiness. Unlimited happiness we are asking for, but we are getting only drops of happiness. Only drops are coming. That is why this place, Lord Krishna, you may wonder why Krishna created this place like this. Krishna doesn't know how to create? Why? Why I'm asking you this question? Because at least there will be some conversation will be there. Because otherwise now I will be keep on like a monologue, I will be keep on talking. Why Krishna has to create this place like this? Krishna is great, he knows what to do. He can create this place, nice place, so we can be here comfortably.
So he wants us to go back to him.
Okay. So that is why he created this world, correct. He created this world, and then why he has to make it miserable? Hell is okay, but why he has to create miserable? You already got the answer. You just one more step. He wants us back home, back to Godhead. If this place is very comfortable like a Vaikuntha, we will not have any impetus or we will not have any desire or anything to go back only. But Krishna wants us. Krishna wants to enjoy with us. Every one of us, Krishna wants to enjoy. So, he created the place in such a way, it will have problem. Heat and cold, happiness and distress. Especially Melbourne, morning one weather, afternoon one weather, evening another weather. You can't believe that. Like you just say, oh, today I see a sun there. Okay, then there no jump or anything, and then after that you will be shivering actually. So it's a very typical, we are very fortunate to be in Melbourne so that we can exercise this matra sprashastu kaunteya sitoshna sukha dukkada agama nitya anitya tam titikshasva bharata. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, the heat and cold, happiness and distress will all come and go. Melbourne weather also like that only. So it will come and go. Don't think that, okay, it's always going to rain. It may rain, then after a few minutes it will stop. Okay? So where were we? We misused our free will, we came here. Correct? That's our problem. Correct? We accept that's our problem. But Krishna is very merciful. Krishna. Okay. So Krishna is very, very merciful. So he has created we created the mess, and then Krishna is giving a solution. Yes, okay, now you came into this mess, now how to extricate ourselves? how to extricate ourselves from this situation. Krishna is giving a formula also. So this is the beauty. So it says here, Maya dakshina prakriti suyate sacharacharam. The material world is and works under the direction of the goddess Durga, the material energy of the Lord, but she acts under the direction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Durga Devi, she is the controller of all this material world. The creator is Lord Brahma, but it's under the control of Durga Devi. Durga means there is a fort. It is like a fort. Very difficult to escape, actually. Very difficult to escape. But Lord Krishna has given us a formula. What is the formula? How to escape this fort? Chant Hare. You are very clever, actually. For this is a Phoenician. Anything you can say, chant Hare Krishna, you will not be wrong at all, actually. Any question you ask, oh, you have to chant Hare Krishna, that you will never be wrong. But what Krishna specifically says, somebody takes shelter of me. Maya dakshina, he says that. And then, this is like a Devi hesha gunamayi mama maya duratyaya mameva ye prapadyante maya metam tarantite. Mameva ye prapadyante. Anyone surrenders unto me, that person will easily cross over this material world. Krishna gives that formula. So Krishna is very kind, actually. He sees the living entity going through a lot of difficulty here, lot of problems, assignment, school, tax, that problem, unemployment problem. All these problems are there. So Krishna doesn't want us to suffer. He wants all of us to go back home, back to Godhead. Vaikunta or Goloka Vrindavan. Vaikunta means there is no anxiety, there is no misery. But here, full of anxiety, full of miseries only. So Krishna is making the arrangement. So that is why we have to take this seriously. And Krishna is giving us the formula, how we can do that. And Krishna personally comes, sometimes personally comes. He personally comes. Sometimes he sends his representatives. Sometimes he gives this literature. Bhagavad Gita, Śrīmad Bhāgavatam gives the knowledge so that we can understand and we can appreciate that. So until that time, this conditioning will be there for us, for all of us. Because that is why it's mentioned here, the goddess the Durga Devi, after creation, Sisti Siti Pralaya Sadhana Shakti Reka, Chayeva Yasya Bhuvanani Bibharti Durga, Ichanu Rupam Apiyascha Chesta Chesa, Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So Durga Devi is like Lord Brahma speaking. Lord Brahma gives everything systematically. Who is Durga Devi? Who is Lord Shiva? Who is Surya? Who is Chandra? Everything he is explaining nicely. So there, in that verse, he is saying, Durga Devi, she conducts herself based on the desire of the Supreme Lord. Not that she is independent. Durga Devi is not independent. She is also conducting herself under the direction of the Supreme Lord. So that is her duty. Durga Devi doesn't like that, actually. Durga Devi doesn't want people to be living in the Durga, the fort. She wants all of us to go back home. But there is a test. Test has to be given. So everybody wants to pass the exam and go to the next class, correct? Anybody wants to stay in the same class for next 3-4 years? If you are in year 9, you want to go to year 10, then year 11, year 12. You want to go, keep on going. Nobody wants, oh, I like this year 9 so much, I will be here only. Anybody says like that? No. Same way, we all have to go. We all have to go. But, so that's why Durga Devi will give test. She will give test. And if we pass the test, then we go back next level. But until the time we pass the test, we have to follow this. That's why the sadhana, we do all this sadhana. And then we have to come to this conclusion that distress will be given, happiness will be given, all these different situations will be given. How we face this? How do we handle this? If we can handle that, then no problem. So that is why here Srila Prabhupada says in the purport, the goddess Parvati, the wife of Lord Shiva, is extremely powerful. She can create, maintain and annihilate any number of universes by her sweet will. but she acts under the direction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, not independently. She's not independent. She is dependent on the order of the Lord. And Srila Prabhupada continues to say, Krishna is impartial. What do you mean by Krishna is impartial? Partial, impartial. Equal to everyone. Yes, Krishna is equal to everyone. Yeah, fair to everyone. Yes, you are right. Krishna is fair to everyone. But Krishna is impartial. But because this is the material world of duality, such relative terms as happiness and distress, curses and favors are created by the will of the Supreme. Even though, yes, Krishna is equal to everyone, but the problem is we are in the material world. The material world means it will have its own intrinsic qualities. The intrinsic quality of the Almost finished. Yeah. Anything else? Yeah. Anything else? If we, any other question or some clarification? Okay. No problem. Thank you very much. Grantaraj Śrīmad Bhāgavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Ma. Hare Krishna. Yes. Okay. It was okay. I was visiting my mother. Yeah. So spent some time with her. 84. Yeah.